Pow Wow, yo yippee, yay guys, it's Pow number 43. Today we're going to dive into the market, see where Bitcoin is heading, then talk about SwissBorg smart yields, and talk about the new white paper of CHSB sustainable yield farming, how this is going to change the market of DeFi forever together. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Fazel, the proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. If you're not part of that beautiful family board, you know what to do. Send me your pick and we will make it happen. Question of the week. What does transparency mean at SwissBorg? This has been something that is paramount. How we could create an ecosystem that is fair, that brings trusts, and brings collaboration, therefore, because with trust. I think so since the debut of our ICO to today, this is exactly what we've been bringing: transparency and fairness. How much fees are you paying on the Wealth app? How are you able to get best rates with a smart engine connecting to those multiple pricing order books and getting a very fair and transparent way to act? And this is something that I believe is very important. How is SwissBorg bringing transparency for you? Please write it in the comments. I would love to hear it. And obviously, number one will get a fantastic price. And I just heard the hoodies are about to come and some other cool swag as well. Calling about cool people. Great to have Frank, just part of the team. Have young blood as well. Great intern to have. He'll be helping us a lot on the marketing team. Wish him all the best luck and looking forward to work with him. If you want to be part of SwissBorg, we still have several positions that are open, but these ones are really having hard time to finding the right people because expectations are very high at SwissBorg, as you guys know. If you know any of these, please contact us. You know that you could earn up to $3,000 worth of CHSB token for that great referral, but even more importantly, you would help him, her, and us as well, which is great. Podcast of the week. My wonderful brother from another mother, Anthony, had a great interview with Fabien Labrousse of videobourse.fr. Really a great way to show what's the evolution of crypto, what's the evolution of yield farming. More importantly, how is SwissBorg tackling this magnificent new opportunity and how we are defining this investment space in the most secure and efficient way. And I think so this is something really beautiful, especially the fact that France is such a growing market. We're seeing more and more people registering to the Wealth app, but as well on different exchanges. And I think so this is really good. Bravo à tous les francophones. And this video is in French, so for anyone who wants to learn more about crypto, DeFi, yield farming, SwissBorg, ceci est la bonne vidéo pour vous tous. On another subject, very interesting podcast. I was a pleasure to have with Wolf of All Street. He was on Crypto Night, is part of the community as well. I'm really happy that how we went from, the boom of the different ages of crypto, the different phases of crypto, and how I got into it, how he got into it, and what is the big goal of SwissBorg, and how can we see a world of tokenized assets tomorrow and provide the best investment experience through, our Wealth app and through SwissBorg ecosystem. I really like this interview because it's very genuine. So please have a look, give your thumbs up, and tell me what you like the most out of it. News of the week, it's just booming up there. S&P index want to show a new thing in the game, how people could get into an ETF or at least an index. That's, I think, so amazing. We're seeing Grayscale getting more funds in their trust funds for Bitcoin, but as well Ethereum. We've seen as well that Ethereum community is just growing with the act of new stablecoins and initiatives, and ones that we are being supporting as well. USDC is going to be plugged into Visa. This is crazy, and they already put 271 million into a fund to actually create this organization much better. Great news for Circle, great news for the industry, and great news for SwissBorg as well, because we're partnered up with these guys through the Wealth app. Facebook as well, very soon. Obviously, Libra is renaming, their wallet to Diem, which is really cool, and we're probably going to see a release, hopefully in Q1, which again is going to be big for crypto. So two big themes to remember: a big amount of money pouring into crypto, and a lot of stablecoin initiatives that are being implementing this year and next year and for the years to come. And this is very, very good for mass adoption, money, products, scale. Markets, it's the same thing. Bitcoin is like doing that little salsa dancing, going up and down. It's going to say that 20,000, I'm stopped, going back to 19,000, going up, stunning, going a little bit back. And I think so this is very healthy. It really shows that we are bringing momentum, testing it, going a little bit down, tracing back, going a little bit up, tracing it back. And this shows that there's resilience on the market, and that, if we had broke the 20,000, most probably we would have like a 2017 scenario, which we would have like 20,000 and then back 10,000. Here we are bringing here more confidence, like there's more troops that are going and forming, and we will break it. It's just a matter of time, and I'm super bullish on the midterm, long run. On the short term, we're going to see this vacillation, and the best indicator for you guys to look at, not myself, but the SwissBorg indicator, Cyber Predictor on the Wealth app. So please enjoy it as much as you can. Talking about markets as well, they're seeing a big amount of commitment on DeFi, which is something obviously great for the smart yield, great for SwissBorg, great for everyone in the industry. And now we have over 15 billion assets locked into these different programs, mainly in lending. And what does that have as impact? The DeFi index, which is 10 different cryptos that are part of it, like Aave, Yearn, and different ones, have been boosting back really. Month of November has been great performance, especially since September to November was horrible. So we're seeing back a lot of tractions, a lot of new projects too. And this ecosystem is providing great healthy in returns, which I think so it's really favorable for the upcoming smart yield. Before talking about the smart yield, just internally, so obviously before testing any, launching any products, we test them with a team, and we want to see what's the feedback, what's, technically if it's scalable. We want to see as well if people are happy about it, right? And this was one theme that we launched last week. Essentially, it was the Christmas Bitcoin Bullish. And the idea here was to create a product that essentially, if an event would happen, you would then receive a yield, right? And the yield was essentially, the story was that if Bitcoin goes to 24,000, so a 40% essentially increase, we would then earn 10%. And if it doesn't, well, it doesn't really matter. We don't earn much. We don't lose anything either. But that was a product that has, like $64,000 were invested so far within a few members of the teams. I would wonder what's your thoughts about that? Would it be like a theme you like to play? So it's a capital guarantee like product note that enables you to participate on the upside of Bitcoin, but as limiting the downside to 0% of loss. And it's something that I was wondering if you guys are interested. Like your only thoughts and your comments, and obviously like the others that you want. Product updates. As you guys know, at SwissBorg, we take it very seriously. It's the core of our mission to provide you always the safest, best investment experience. For that, we have partnered up with multiple new banking facilities and banking partners that will provide a very good experience. And I'm extremely happy to let you guys, for all the Swiss people, we will have CHF bank account. Local payments will be done. That means that we'll have it'll be much less fees for reduction for deposits, but as well for withdrawals. It will be faster as well. It'll be local, so your Swiss francs will be kept within Switzerland, which is really great. For euros, we'll have even a faster SEPA instance, which will be really good. So it'll be probably almost like as that. Same for UK, and for the South African community. There'll be a lot of reductions fees. That's is really good from the withdrawals, which that is really good. So it's really providing a very better experience to our core European community members, which is really awesome. For the international one, unfortunately, we won't be accepting any more USD for some time. If you have USD in the app, that's fine. You can just keep it as it is. If you want to withdraw it, you'll need to convert into euro or into any other currencies that we support. We'll be taking off Bulgarian lev for the time being. Sorry for that. We don't have so much community there, but we will be back. For the Swedish crown and the zloty, the fees will be a little bit higher, unfortunately, but we're working on it. And for all the other currencies, essentially the same. The fees will increase a bit, but we'll make improvements in 2021. I think so. It's still a very great gain. We were able to change and upgrade a lot of our banking partners for a very sustainable way. We'll probably get better rates as well on FX. So overall, this is really good. This is really pro, and it's very rare that any other exchanges offer so much different local currencies, which is something that we really are proud of, and you should as well. So what does this change for you guys? Better investment experience for most of you, but as well, before that, you have to update. Whenever you'll be sending funds, you have to update the new banking coordinates with it, meaning that the beneficiary has to change to SwissBorg solution, the IBAN will have to change, the bank code and the reference code. Okay, so make sure that you won't be sending it anymore to your former former account that we used to have. That is very important. SwissBorg Smart Yields is happening, guys, and it will only happen if you're a premium. Yes, you understood correctly. What's going to happen is that we're going to release it through multiple different batches. The first batch will go to SwissBorg employees. We're going to be testing it, making sure that it's great technology, it's a great product, and making sure it is scalable enough. Then will happen to all the SwissBorg premium users. If you're not SwissBorg premium user, you know what to do, and you only have 24 hours left. So move it and make it premium. If not, you'll have to wait for later batches. Then we'll be adding as well different premium users, and then eventually scaling and offering it to everyone within the Wealth app. But if you want to be on your happy Merry Christmas Smart Yield, you need to happen to be premium to be part of it. And the reason why we're doing that is that you have to understand how we build technology. It's a bit like if you're building a castle, right? Or a city. At SwissBorg, when we build up anything that is vertically, it takes time, right? So you build like the smart engine crossing different pairs. It takes time. But then horizontally, the great thing is that you could build and scale a lot of different tokens. You could just add them and list them as you want. Same that goes with, like, for example, the Smart Yield. You're going to have to bring a new bridge on top of it. It's going to take a lot of time first to make it right and then scale it. But then you'll be able to scale a lot in terms of adding new coins, but adding new users as well. And that's what is very important at SwissBorg. So we really want, again, to release it in multiple different batches in order to make sure you have the best investment experience. And I'm looking so much forward to test it tomorrow. I'm so excited about it. It's been so long and it's been really good enough. And then what does this mean? This means that for the Wealth app, we are going to be the game changers. You know, we are going to provide not only a better investment experience, but a better yield than probably any platform that's on it, which provides, by the way, a sustainable yield, right? There's some crazy yields that are going to go bust, but providing a sustainable yield on the long run, we are definitely going to be probably one of the most competitive ecosystem. I think so. A great thing as well is that we're going to boost the number of users into the Wealth app, right? This is into wealth management, right? Everyone so far in crypto investment experience is do it yourself. Now it's, you know, take a seat, take a breath, relax, just start to yielding by pressing one button, just relax and, you know, enjoy the moment. And that's something that really what is wealth management is to provide a tailor-made investment experience where you don't need to do much, but you have to trust a counterparty to do great stuff for us. In this case, you have to trust SwissBorg, which today has probably the best tech and the best intelligent financial team to do so. I think so, which is very interesting as well, is going to diversify the variety of our users, because now crypto through SwissBorg is not only for people taking a lot of risk, it's be for anyone. Like the Smart Yield, it could provide stable returns for any type of risk, right? If you're putting, like, for example, 10,000, euros of that, you're going to make, 10 to 25, 30% on a yearly basis. And they're going to be very few amount of negative months. So that's a great way for people to get access to something that has a risk profile that's very different from the traditional crypto investment. Another fantastic product, and it is a new feature on the SwissBorg token. The Sustainable Yield Program is a game changer. It's one that will leverage really the network of SwissBorg. We talked about this last week. Now the great stuff here is that we have a white paper. You're able to read it. It's really extremely well done. I just really love it, to be honest. Thank you so much for Bastien and the entire team. It really shows how the community index, we score it. It has all the variables, all the parameters that you could look into it. It's extremely well done. And again, it's very sustainable. It really shows, again, how we as an ecosystem perform well, and therefore how we together could reward you in the most fair and transparent way, such we were talking about earlier with the question of the week. And I really like the fact that this yield will be changing based on how successful we are as a community. And I think so this is really brilliant. I'm looking forward again to your feedbacks on this white paper. It's really game changer. I'm just in love with it. I hope that you're as in love with it as I am. It's just great stuff happening here. How is this going to be so exciting for SwissBorg token? Well, you know what it is. You're going to get a passive income on your SwissBorg token. So that's a great way to get more than 50,000 tokens and really start growing utilities on top of it. I think so. The other part of which is exciting about the SwissBorg token is that people are going to start doubling yields with the SwissBorg smart yield, and that is something again which is really great, because now it's not about only lower down the fees. It's how to double your returns on the smart yield, how to earn an extra yield on SwissBorg tokens as well with the yield farming program. And last but not least, we're going to be adding new premium tiers that are in preparation. So there's only positive momentum I see for SwissBorg, and that's why 2021 is going to be a blast. Talking about a blast, the Wealth app, new records again, close to 70,000 users, 92 million asset under management, 24 million weekly volume, a little bit shyer than the last week, but I'm sure we could get better. Volatility will come back, and that will help. Over $100 million worth of volume in the last week. Congratulations to our best investor. This guy, man, he did great. He bought some SwissBorg tokens in April, sold it late June, bought back some Bitcoin, sold it back, and now he's repositioned himself in SwissBorg tokens. Whoever you are, man, you are super smart. That is people that, it's not always easy to take your profits and move it to something else. And on the long run, in stocks, for example, or indices, that's a great thing. In crypto, I mean, if you're on the best picks, that's okay. But it is a good thing time to time to change a bit. And I think so what you're doing right now is a very smart move. So, sir, congratulations to you. That's a great performance so far. And congratulations to everyone. Why? In average, you already have earned 80% out of this last 8 months, guys. That is a big amount of capital. Congratulations to all of you guys. We'll do a report on that for next year. But so far, you guys have been really smart investors, and I congratulate all of you for this. SwissBorg token and the news. 45% of the top 80. Hopefully we get that soon, especially with the launch of the SwissBorg Smart Yield program. There's a fair amount of tokens that have been burned, 2.4. We have 113 that are waiting, 97th ranked in the world, 2,260 premium users, 100 in the last day, in the last week, please consider that you have until tomorrow to get premium in order to be in the Smart Yield SwissBorg accounts before Christmas. 64 million SwissBorg tokens that are staked to the premium, which is really, really awesome. I think so. These are great numbers. Talking about great score, our community index right now is 5.4. Deal engagement has grown. Thank you very much for that. Social media not as good, unfortunately, as last week. Nevertheless, 5.4 is a great score and would be actually rewarding a very nice yield on SwissBorg tokens whenever this is going to be launched. Crypto night tomorrow night, as you guys know, like always, like every Wednesday, 9 o'clock Swiss time. This time is going to be Des Martin, head of marketing at Brave Software. As you guys know, Brave is probably one of the most used blockchain application. Really big fan of what those guys have been doing. They're going to talk about data ownership, obviously, online privacy, and DeFi on the rise. Obviously, this is a topic that everyone wants to know and everyone is involved, which is great stuff. Great week ahead, as you guys realized. New banking facility and partners that are able to provide a better experience. The SwissBorg Smart Yield about to happen tomorrow for SwissBorg employees. And then for premiums, if you're not premium, you know what to do. CHSB Sustainable Yield Program is going to happen as well very soon. Super excited about that. And more people will be converting to premium, therefore bringing more utilities to the SwissBorg token and just more confidence into that beautiful token, which is great. As you guys know, this is always something I love doing every Tuesday. I'm looking forward to the next one. Please comment, share, like. Please like, blast that notification bell, as Alex always says. Much love, all the power. Take care, guys.